will continue to be enhanced going into the future. It is important to acknowledge that in the process of securing the nation, our security services often interact with citizens exercising their democratic freedoms and fundamental rights. They must continuously strike a delicate balance between delivering robust security responses and enabling the enjoyment of these rights and freedoms. In situations involving serious threats to public order, human life, and safety, this balance can be particularly challenging. And knowing this, criminal elements often seek to exploit protests and demonstrations to further their schemes. It cannot be denied, ladies and gentlemen, that there has been instances of excessive and extrajudicial actions by members of the security services. At the same time, it must also be acknowledged that due process is underway in appropriate institutions to ensure accountability. That said, it is crucial to remember that every freedom has its limits, and that public safety and order must always supersede the desire of unchecked liberty. We must ensure that our pursuit of rights and freedoms does not compromise our collective or individual safety, nor should we allow criminals to exploit constitutional rights to harm and destroy other people. In the spirit of fostering a candid national conversation, I urge every critical stakeholder to reflect deeply on the failures that have led people to adopt radical, individualistic, and self-centered interpretations of rights and freedoms, interpretations that often seem fundamentally opposed to the rights of others and the collective good of citizens. This tendency to promote a definition of rights and freedoms that undermine democracy and the public interest reflect a broader collapse of our value system and a serious strain on our moral fabric. I also believe that this disregard for moral values, including compassion, responsibility, and decency, contributes to violent crimes, such as what we have seen with femicide, perpetrated by men against women who would otherwise they would be loving. These are clear signals that our moral fabric is at risk of decay, exacerbated by various factors, including the manipulation of digital technology, particularly social media, to amplify antisocial behavior and erode moral values. The maintenance of our social fabric and the promotion of a strong value system is a collective responsibility we cannot run away from. This task has always required and will continue to require the involvement of a wider spectrum of society, agencies, and institutions, with a family unit being the most critical. The broader community, faith-based organizations, the education system, the law and order institution exist to support and complement